morning, students. Welcome to our online class. Subject Social Science, Class 7, Unit 2, Resources. Students, the last class, what did we see, children? We saw about the resources, classification of resources. Yes, I think everyone are thorough with that. Shall we have a small recap with that, students? Yes? Yes. So, what do you mean by resources? Anything which can be used for satisfying the human needs is called as a resources. Yes, children. Then we saw about the natural resources. Natural resources are obtained from the environment. Then we saw about the classification of the resources. Under the classification of resources, we saw that the natural resources divided into two, one on the basis of origin and on the basis of the renewability. On the basis of origin, it is divided into biotic resources and abiotic resources. Under biotic resources, we can say that it is found in the biosphere and obtained from living and organic materials. Whereas in the abiotic resources, it is a non-living part of the environment. You can say, for example, for biotic resources, forest, crop, birds, etc. Whereas for abiotic resources, we can say land, water, air and sunlight. Yes, children. Then we saw on the basis of the renewability. What do you mean by renewable resources? Resources which can be used repeatedly and replaced naturally is called as a renewable resources. So what do you mean by non-renewable resources? Natural resources that once consumed cannot be replaced. That is called as a non-renewable resources. Hey children, and then under renewable resources we saw about the solar panel. Next we saw about the wind energy, and the next we saw about the hydropower. So under solar power project, what we have seen, the sun gets heat directly from we get heat directly from the sun. Yes or no? So with the help of the sunlight only we can able to survive in this world. So both living and non-living things depend upon the sunlight. So solar energy is very, very important. Next one is we saw about the wind energy. So under wind energy we can say that modern wind turbines with 3 blades, wind turns in wind into electricity. Yes, children. Then we saw about the hydropower. Hydropower is a renewable resources, and here China is the largest producer of the hydroelectricity, and water is considered as a great source of the energy. At present, water is used for producing hydroelectric power. Clear, children? So up to this, you have any doubt? Yes? Shall we go to the next one? Yes? Next. We saw about the metallic resources. Metallic resources comprises of metals, and it is classified into iron, copper, gold, bauxite and manganese. And the iron, it is the fourth common element, and magnetite and hematite are the common was found here. And next we saw about the copper. Copper is the first metal. Then it is a good conductor of heat and electricity. It is used for electric wires, cables, etc. Next we saw about the gold. Gold is a precious metal. It is a very high demand, making ornaments for symbol of prosperity and wealth. Next we saw about the bauxite. Bauxite, aluminum is produced from the bauxite, it has a very light weight and it is very cheaper, and it is used for most constructional purposes. Next we saw about the silver. Silver is as precious as gold. Jewelry and dentistry, it is used for making places, and 2/3 of the use for monetary purposes also. When we saw about the manganese. Manganese is look like a steel grade guard, shiny, and it is a good quality of steel. Next it is used for electric batteries, bricks, potteries, etc. Clear, children? Yes. Up to this we have seen in the last session, and today's session we are going to see about the non-metallic resources. Clear, children? Yes? Shall we continue? Yes. So in today's topic we are going to see about the non-metallic resources. What do you mean by non-metallic resources? Non-metallic resources can be described as a resource that do not compresses of metals. It does not compress of metal. These are not hard substances, and it is also not a good conductor of heat and electricity. For example, you can say mica, limestone, gypsum, dolomite and phosphate. So these are all examples of the non-metallic resources. Clear, children? Yes? Now we'll see about the mica. Mica is considered as one of the indispensable minerals which is used in electrical and electronical industries, and it is used as an insulating material in an electrical industries. So it is in the powder form. It is used for making lubricating oils and also some decorative wallpapers. Yes, clear, children? So it is also one of the most indispensable minerals which is used mostly in the electrical industries. Clear? You have any doubt? Yes. Next we are going to see about the limestone. Limestone is a sedimentary rock which is composed mainly by the skeletal fragments of marine organisms. Nearly 10% of sedimentary rocks are considered as a limestone. Mostly limestone is made into crushed stone and used as a constructional material. Yes? Clear, all of you? Next we are going to see about the coal. Coal is classified into 4 types based on the carbon content. So they are anthracite, bituminous coal, lignite coal and peat coal. Clear, all of you? Again I am repeating. Anthracite, bituminous coal, lignite coal and also the peat coal. Next we are going to see about the fossil fuel resources. Fossil fuel resources are normally formed from the remains of dead plants and animals. They are often referred to as fossil fuels and are formed from the hydrocarbon. When fossil fuels are burned, they become a great source of heat and energy. For example, for fossil fuels, our resources are coal, petroleum and natural gases. Next we are going to learn about the petroleum. Petroleum is found between the layers of rocks and is drilled from oil fields, which is located in the offshore, and it is also located in the coastal areas. So this is again sent to the refineries which process crude oil, and also some production of variety of products like diesel, petrol, kerosene, wax, plastics and also the lubricants. So petroleum and its derivatives are also called as a black gold. Black gold, as they are very valuable one. Clear, children? Yes. Next we are going to see about the natural gases. Natural gas is found with petroleum deposits and it is released when crude oil is brought to the surface. So when crude oil is brought to the surface, this natural gas is released there, and it can be used for the domestic and also to the industrial fuel, and nearly 50% of the natural gas are found in United States of America, Russia, Iran, etc. Clear, children? Yes? We have come to the end of the session, children. Yes? Today's homework is complete the book back exercise and go through the lessons carefully and get thorough. Thank you, children.